phone. I'm pregnant with your baby. I wanted you to know the dreams I've been having lately. I wake up, I walk out from an explosion, and the city speaks in sirens.
I enjoyed playing that like this because on the record, and also when we normally play it live, there's just so many different sounds, and I play it with a lot of pedals, and it takes a lot to get the dynamic of that song and all these vocals and crazy chorus, and I just really enjoyed hearing it with an acoustic guitar, which is how I wrote it. So it was kind of back to the basic of what the song is. While I was playing it, I was actually reminded of that. Like, oh, the song got so far away from how it was written.
Things that you should know. Weighing heavy on me. Well, it's nothing, can't be fixed with a hot bath and a fifth of mother's ruin. All forgot for the duration, with deranged and maybe even.
I think my music has changed drastically over the years. When I first started writing my first album, I was 16 years old, and I put it out when I was 21. So yeah, it was the kind of memoirs of someone who had to get a lot of stuff out, but didn't really have that much to say, I guess. I don't know. But that's how it feels to me when I listen to it now. It's a hard one for me to listen to because it's extremely raw and extremely emotional. And you know, the next record, I think the disconnection, I was concentrating a lot more on the craft and the production side of things, like the songwriting craft and the production. It was less of an explosion and more of like actually working on the art form to me. Over the next two records, well, the next one after that was Slow Motion Addict, and that was when I was part of the major label Machine. And then I put out an EP, which was mostly acoustic, very mellow, much more cinematic, very personal. I think the last record, Tiger Mending, which came out in May, is kind of an amalgamation of all the best parts of those. Tiger Mending, the title came from the title of a painting by a New York-based artist named Amy Cutler. And a friend of mine was showing me a book of her prints, and I just fell in love with the name and the image. I never really thought it was going to be the name of my record at the time, but you know, as time went by and years later, when I was thinking of a title for the record, it really just resonated with me. No, it was more just the feeling that I got from the word, you know. Tiger. I mean, the image really struck me when I saw it. It is incredibly beautiful, but I don't know. Maybe there is some kind of subliminal connection with the way I feel about the image and you know what the songs mean to me. But I just feel like the word is so evocative, and the painting is also so evocative, and. Yeah, I feel like it meant something to me when I saw it and when I heard it. The second song was a song called You Will Be Loved Again, and that almost killed me writing that song.
I am bent all the way broken, I am uncomfortably open, I am turned into an angel, I am no longer available, but one thing's for sure, one thing's for sure.
Well, it took a really long time to write, probably 3 years, because I got the chords and the melody in the first chorus, and I really loved it, and I would revisit it probably once a week or every few days and play it and try and come up with something, and I just couldn't. I didn't know what it was about really, and I didn't want to try and, I actually did 3 or 4 times try and make it about something different, and it just wasn't, you know, lyrically I couldn't get the lyrics in it. Something really, really intense happened that really resonated with the song for me, and instead of it being about one person or one specific thing, it was more of about, you know, a feeling that can be more universally felt. It just presented itself to me in the way that it wanted to be instead of what I was trying to make it. But then once I got that, it came within a couple of days, you know. It took a long time to mix and a long time to really get right. It was like, had to be a certain way, and it was so hard, but it was the most satisfying in the end, and currently my favorite on the record. I really enjoyed that performance. It was actually a way that I've never gotten to approach those songs. The first time we'd all played it in that setup, and I really actually enjoyed being able to hear every little thing and the dynamics having to be worked specifically, and the drummer was only playing a snare and a suitcase. So, yeah, I loved it. I really like the fact that the songs on this record all, even though they have linear backbone sonically, they all, I feel, take you to a different place. They have their own characters and their unique sounds and their unique thing going on, but you know, they all tie together as a record, I think. A lot of the times when I write a song, it's about something that was really meant, like really affected me years before I write it, which I think means that I have to come to some kind of place where I feel like I've received some kind of answer about the situation before I can finish writing about it. So a lot of the inspiration came from things when I was back living in the UK. I think if you write too specifically about a situation, it can take away from the enjoyment of the song, because it can be, like I say, trying to fight to lead someone in a particular direction. I think it's easier to lose them. I sometimes enjoy not really entirely understanding what it's about. I like the sensibility of something more, you know? I think once you feel like you know exactly what it is, or you've conquered it or whatever, I guess I'm that kind of person. If I feel like I really got something, I don't want it anymore.